everyone. We are excited to announce our upcoming webinar on the reaction and thermal hazard analysis and safe process design, which is scheduled on the 13th June 2026. And with us today is our expert trainer, Mr. Satyanand. So welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. Thanks for the invitation.
So basically, please tell us why reaction and thermal hazard analysis is such an important topic today in the current industry.
Yeah, reaction hazards, in fact, has been one of our process safety has been one of the neglected areas in the industry for a pretty long time. The real reason being people really don't get into understanding the process itself in toto. If they understand chemistry, people feel that's enough. But unfortunately, one of the most insidious problems, in fact, in industry is reaction hazards. And in fact, if reaction hazards are not well understood, you can have real problems on commercial operator scale, and which can result into runaway reactions and catastrophic scenarios, which can totally derail businesses. So it's important to understand thermal hazards and also have clarity on safe process design.
Yeah, true. So reaction may lead to major accident hazard. So this is a very important topic, definitely important topic. So in this webinar, what will participants actually learn?
Yeah. So what we are going to do is we are going to have a very practical outlook towards reaction hazards understanding and also safe process design. Process safety as such, there's nothing theoretical about it. Everything is practical. Because you really want to understand what is happening in the, first of all, for the chemistry that is being managed. Then you got to understand how the reactions are going to behave when we go to commercial operating scale. That means when we start going from gram level to a slightly kg level and even tonnage level, we start realizing that the behavior of the sense there's nothing, there's no change, or there's no major change in actually the property, but it is all about the physics, and it's all about the engineering aspects which actually come into play. So what what people are going to know about is about the hazards that are lying within the processes. Either it is reaction hazards or process hazards. Then they will try to see how these hazards are to be looked at when they start scaling up, and they will see the real behavior of these hazards and the kind of risks that are involved when they go to the real commercial operating facility. So the complete clarity they will have. And also we are going to get deeper into what exactly happens at the laboratory level, what exactly is going to happen in a pilot plant level, and what will exactly happen when they go to commercial operating facility, and what they need to do to make sure that, like, in case the hazards are really, really bad, what they need to do when they when the situation is bad and the risk is very, very high, what they are supposed to do is something they are going to learn.
Great. So actually, reaction hazard, then thermal hazard analysis, all these things. I'm learning. I'm in this. I mean, in touch with this since last, I think, 35 years. But again, we are looking from the different angle and risk assessment. But you are expert in this field because you are directly interact with the reactions, different reactions. You have the very good experience. So I believe that other than theory, participant will have your experience benefits of different case studies.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to talk about is about the various case studies across the country as well as across the world. So we are going to talk about case studies of these runaway reactions, especially how they got manifested, even though initially they looked very safe. And so we are going to understand, and we will also understand what kind of consequences that are there in these specific case studies, so the people can envisage or people actually can really understand the kinds of dangers that get involved into process, that are involved in the process, if at all they really like miss a point or two. So the case studies are going to be a great learning for these people. And also we'll try to discretize a few of the case studies. We'll get deeper into a few of the case studies which happened in India, and how people, and also we talk about negligences, we are talking about ignorances of people, and those case studies also, because of ignorance and because of negligences, the kinds of incidents that happened, and what they should look into. So it's going to be very much a practical insight. So I will be talking at least 1 hour or two about these only. I'm going to talk about like what how people actually can learn from the past historical case studies. In fact, historical case studies give the best platform for learning. So we are definitely going to talk about. So that is going to be the real backdrop. That's going to be the real platform on which we are going to have this training. And the training is going to be entirely about like now they getting into the details of understanding the fundamentals, and then they trying to actually resolve their own problems at their own places.
It's a lot of learning, and this topic really very upcoming topic. We can say a lot of industry doesn't even know what is the reaction hazard in their process. They only sometimes know after the accidents happen and that major accidents happens. So really, suppose we think of that there different participants will be there, like from the operation team, from process engineering, from project, from PSM team, HSE team. So it's in single line, how you can describe that, what will be the benefit for them?
I think this is actually a kind of a fundamental level seminar, and it is actually going to be useful for I think almost everybody who is part of the manufacturing life cycle, and it's also going to be beneficial for the students. When I was talking to young students recently from IITs and NITs and all, I found that most of these folks are having process safety in their curriculum. But unfortunately, many of these professors who are teaching, either they are not very much aware or they neglect. That is the problem, being they are never associated with, or they have never got associated with industry, or they have limited knowledge about like the real dangers of processes actually at commercial operating scale. Even though they know, having not worked in industry, they really get into detail. That's what I came to know from few of the students. So it's going to be helping the students, because the young students tomorrow will be the people who will work in the industry. So it's going to be helpful to the students, and it's going to be helpful for everybody who is going to be part of the manufacturing value chain, whether it is R&D scientists, whether it is going to be process engineers or the development engineers, whether it is technology transfer engineers, the technology absorption team, the production team, and all the process development people who try to bring in improvements in their process. So it's in fact going to be useful for everybody, and in fact production managers also. And I strongly feel, even if you of the manufacturing heads or CEOs also participate, it will be of actually great help, because they will also realize what kind of dangers are involved in processes, and what it should be, what they should be doing. And it is not going to be very much technical. It is more or less actually a practical approach. So we are going to teach at a very fundamental level, and then let's see, once actually they start liking, then let's see how we can actually take it forward.
Yeah, actually, implementation of this particular topic, I think, start from the concept stage. Then
Yes.
we do the selection. So there also we have a lot of input, so that helps definitely. And during the discussion, a thought came to my mind that since you said that it's a very initial discussion, so we can plan a paid courses for 3 to 5 days for this particular topic. So definitely we'll plan it.
Yeah.
So, in the end, just want to know what is your message for the participants?
Message you are saying? Message. Okay.
Yeah, message.
Yeah, guys, I mean, HSE-RMS is offering a great platform for you to learn, and HSE-RMS is doing a great service, a human service, in conducting free seminars by calling industry experts. First of all, kudos to Mr. Yashpal and team for organizing such seminars, for bringing in awareness. And it is not every day that you will get an opportunity to learn and do great things for your industry. So process safety, thermal hazard analysis and process safety is definitely one of the hottest areas, or one of the important areas which every industry person has to get involved in, especially who are working in process industry. Because it's not only going to tell you what you should be looking in for your processes, but also it actually tells you what you are supposed to do when you go to commercial operating facility, and what you are not supposed to do also. So this is a great platform for you to learn and also do great things for your industry. And one more thing, many of the people are interested in doing risk analysis, and almost everybody, in fact, without having awareness of process safety information and without having knowledge of process safety, people do process hazard analysis, HAZOP, and those and such activities. So process safety information or process safety knowledge is the precursor for doing any kind of risk analysis, so process analysis or HAZOP kind of activities. So it's a great opportunity for you guys. HSE-RMS is providing it. So please come and attend.
Thank you, sir, for sparing your valuable time. Actually, when I look back 2015-16, so I was not aware about this topic also. I was not knowing ARC, RC, what is the meaning of these things. So definitely, we are eagerly waiting for the 13th June 2026, Saturday, for participating in this program. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.